Hey, this is Joey and Mike from Powerbomb Weekly. The video you're about to watch right now does not have all the fancy stuff here on YouTube, and I apologize deeply. Life has been getting in the way, and it's more important to me that you get the video here now instead of just waiting 3 to 4 weeks before I can get it out. I apologize, but keep up, and we'll be back to the fancy stuff soon. Thanks a lot for understanding.
More content in the future. Thank you, guys.
So we're gonna start with SmackDown. Why is there a fake crowd? You ain't seen. Why is Roman Reigns reacting to a fake crowd? You ain't seen KO tonight. Card subject to change is how losers think. I don't miss appearances. And then he looked solemn for a moment. I took my health in the middle of a pandemic for me to miss a show. I mean, he's like, I don't miss shows. They're like, well, I missed a couple.
So
yes, I hurt. My back hurts. Why does my back hurt? Why does my back hurt? Well, that's right, because I'm carrying this company.
Yes, Roman was amazing in this promo. So obviously this is the start of it. It's great. The one thing I didn't like is Roman basically said he got KO barred from the building.
Right, yeah.
Which was this whole story that they were setting up. And
that never works!
It never works. Why did anyone think that it works? And how does Roman have the power to ban someone who is
the head of the frickin' table?
Roman's power should extend to a certain point. Roman's power cannot extend to the point where he goes, hey, Vince, for one night only, I want you to ban a guy who sells merch.
In real life, Vince was not at either one of these shows this week. Vince's brother died.
Vince had a brother?
Yes, his brother lived in Texas, and he had nothing to do with wrestling. Nothing.
Is this one of Vince Sr.'s illegitimates?
No, Vince had a real-life brother, and this is the only family member in the family who had nothing to do with wrestling. I looked up what he did earlier, and I'll look it up again before we're done.
Okay. So, yeah, he comes up. Roman's promo was great because he goes, as Joseph said, he says, you know what? I don't miss appearances. I show up. I do my job. I don't walk around. I don't bitch constantly about it. He's like, you know what's happened to me? He's like, I've had my knees go out. I've had this go out. I've had that. And then he's telling Adam Pearce essentially, it's like, you're going to come to me and say you can't go? I've been carrying this damn company for a year in the middle of a pandemic, because I took off, to make sure that I didn't die from fucking leukemia or COVID, right? This was great.
So Rod McMahon, his brother, was never part of the wrestling family. He was an Air Force veteran. He founded a metals business in Houston. And so he worked for he had his own metals company.
Babe, you need to look at this man and let me know if we know him.
Rod would attend WWE's apparently occasionally. He was actually going to be the murderer of Vince McMahon.
Rumored to be one of.
Right.
Yes.
That was scrapped. But other than that, he has never taken a part in anything wrestling. I'm guessing this is the guy right here.
That looks like Kennedy McMahon, yeah.
So, yeah.
Huh, interesting. Okay. Moving on. So, Adam comes out. And Adam Cole says, this is too much. I wrote down, okay. Then Roman has the line of the night. And he says, oh, you make matches for your buddy KO, huh? That means you're KO's bitch. That means you're also my bitch.
I wrote that down too.
That was a great line. I actually wrote down, fuck, Roman is on fire tonight. Paul says, I'm from New York. I'll whip your ass. And then he goes, I'm not a lawyer, but I go to enough synagogues and been around him because he's a Jew. Paul makes his own Jew joke, which is hilarious.
Well, before you go there, the one you forgot is Adam, while Roman's doing all this, Adam looks over and calls, you think this is funny?
Yeah.
And Paul's like, yeah. Because he's intimidating. He intimidates me. I have to take his crap. I don't got to take your fat ass's crap.
And the idea is that, we'll come back to this. Yeah. We'll get to this, is that Roman gives Paul the mic.
Yeah.
Because he's going to square off and basically get down his throat, and then Paul starts talking, and that's when he says all this thing. And he basically says, they go to rebook Roman and Adam for tonight, but then Paulie says, you've got a match tonight with me. And where I'm from, and all the lawyers I hang out with, that's a verbal contract, and that's binding. And Adam Pearce says, all right, it's a verbal contract. We're going to have a fight tonight.
And then we have a shake of hands.
So the main event for SmackDown is Adam Pearce, who hasn't wrestled in 6 years, and Paulie Dangerously, who, to my knowledge, has never, ever, 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 ever had a wrestling match.
Yes.
Wait, no, I'm wrong. Because he wrestled Cornette.
Right. He has wrestled Cornette.
And probably the only good manager versus manager match.
I wrote down, without any precognitive, hey guys, remember, subject to change.
Yes, my comment was K. Sami Zayn handcuffs himself to the wall. He says a whole bunch of shit. I bet we never see this documentary that he's producing. Out comes Asuka. She walks right by him. It's just like, the fuck? Okay, Asuka and Charlotte versus Riot Squad. Non-title match. Why do they have the belts? Riot Squad already in the ring. Poor Riot Squad. Billy is full Hot Topic goth right now.
What is up with her hair?
She has spindles on the top of it. Charlotte attacks Billy. Why? Charlotte runs through and tries to attack Billy. I have no clue
why too.
Cole says Liv is impressive, and then I wrote down, but why don't they win? The guy, Adam Cole doing anything would be much better. Michael Cole is like saying the things about Liv Morgan that we've been saying for 2 months.
Why is Corey in love with Billy now?
Oh, God. Oh, what was he saying? Charlotte destroys both Ruby and Liv. Liv saves the day, and then Ruby tags in halfway across the apron.
Charlotte pins.
Ruby is standing in the middle of the apron and made a tag, and Michael Cole goes, that's a tag. And I go, no, it's not. You know that little white tassel thing that nobody holds that you're supposed to hold? I remember that if you were not holding the white tassel and made a tag, it was not legal. Vince, care about all the rules, not just some of the rules, and maybe the shit will get fixed.
Charlotte pins Ruby backstage. They break up. Moving on.
Wait, no, we're not moving on.
Oh, yes.
We're not moving on from that.
Billy causes ref not to notice Ruby's pin. Charlotte gets the pin instead.
Wait.
Commercial. Backstage. Billy gets dumped by the squad.
And Michael Cole says, poor Billy, she just can't catch a break. And Michael Graves goes, you have sympathy for her now? And giggles, and then they cut. And I laughed so hard.
Here comes D-Bry.
D-Bry is in the ring to talk about how cool the Royal Rumble is.
He wants to win.
Okay, Bryan goes to insult Cole. Production says, nope, because Daniel Bryan basically goes, no one believes in me. I remember when Michael Cole used to say, and production goes, hit Cesaro's music before he insults Michael Cole. Cesaro comes out. Bryan says, let's put the mic down and fight, and then proceeds to talk on the mic some more.
But I do like where Cesaro goes, I thought I'd beat some sense into you. Thanks for the rule review. I could have done it in 5 different languages.
Yes. Cesaro. God, I love Claudio. But, yeah.
D-Bry, how about we fight?
Cesaro issues... No. Yeah. Oh, yes. Bryan says, let's have a fight. Let's put the mic down and have a fight, and then proceeds to talk on the mic some more. Cesaro issues an open challenge to someone who is dressed and ready for combat in the back. And then the strangest fucking person in the world comes out.
But before that... Because you were hitting this every time last week. Cesaro makes an Austin Powers reference. He goes, how about no?
I didn't get it.
Oh, it was like straight up Austin Powers.
I'm not a big fan of the Austin Powers.
All right,
I don't really like Mike Myers.
Here comes
Dolph Ziggler. And Dolph Ziggler comes out and cuts a promo. He cuts a face promo.
Did he? His stamina... Ask anyone about his stamina. He can go all night long. Ask anyone.
This was almost... I wrote down kinda. He kinda cut a face promo because why does the fighting champion come out and accept an open challenge? He's supposed to be a heel.
So I wrote down, can Sonny verify his stamina? Question mark. Anyway.
She pulled it. Challenge accepted. Why? Match 2, Ziggler and Cesaro. I wrote down stuff happens. Cesaro catches Ziggler like a child. Winner 1, 2, 3 Cesaro 2-star match. This was fine.
Great joke about green power. Could Cesaro swing?
if we'll blow through the India show here at the end.
No, yeah.
I was so hoping that Cesaro was going to spin one of those big bastards. Yes, we will, because I watched that shit.
We can talk about it next week.
Boss Time versus Fuckface. Carmella's red outfit and her look to Sami Zayn was the only good thing that took place in this whole event.
All right, before you go there. So Dad says to me, I bet you love them. I know why you enjoy The Mandalorian. I go, why? He goes, because Sasha Banks is on. Dad knows that I can't stand Sasha Banks. I cannot stand. My vehementness for Sasha Banks has been a thing. And Sasha said in an interview, apparently, that he read, that being on The Mandalorian made her a better wrestler. And I said, well, maybe, being around real sports, stuntmen and stuff like that, maybe she did learn a few things because she's only ever wrestled in the WWE, so getting some outside exposure. Now, what Sasha and Reginald had was not, N-O-T, not a wrestling match. It was, however, an amazing choreographed dance.
They had a cinematic match.
No, they didn't.
In the ring that had no cinema.
It was an amazingly choreographed dance. Like, I was into Reginald. He was doing some funny shit.
I wrote down Reginald can do flippy shits. And then he's done the same flippy shit for the last couple weeks. Now he does new flippy shits. Does a lot of flippy shit. Carmella sits by Corey Graves. Nice. And then I wrote down, poor Reggie. 1 star.
Right. They choreographed the shit out of this. It looked nice. It was not a wrestling match.
The idea was that... What was the idea? Sasha's the champion.
No, she's not. Oh,
Sasha is the SmackDown Women's Champion.
Is she?
Yes.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. So why is... So the idea was that she told Carmella, you can have a rematch with me if I can have a match with your sommelier because he fucked me the last time, right? Essentially, right? That's where this is from.
Okay.
So, why...
Okay.
Backstage, Paul and Roman. Paul,
You fell into our trap.
we were in sync, and Roman says, not really. Roman says, you picked a fight. You better be a man and handle your shit. Match 4, Big E versus Apollo Crews. Decent match.
This was amazing! This match was amazing!
Big E gets aggressive, taunts Apollo. I thought Apollo was supposed to be the angry black guy this week. I was wrong. Because I thought he was with Roman.
Right, I did right. I thought
But he was all Apollo Crews smiling.
This match had the makings of a 3.5, 4-star match. And then...
This is why. This was not a 4-star match. I would maybe give this a 2.5, maybe 3 because the guys were going pretty hard.
If this match would have gone another...
Sami Zayn uncuffs himself, gets in the ring, and beats the fuck out of both guys.
The match was so good until that point.
Segment. Roman has left the building. They say this over the announce team. KO, cell phone pre-tape message for Roman. KO has heartfelt promo about the tattoos on his fist that represent his grandparents. Great babyface promo.
Great.
On a cell phone, sitting in a car where you could actually hear other car doors opening and closing as they were coming into the
And you could see the Performance Center behind it.
Yes.
You could clearly see
You could see the Performance Center behind it. Why didn't they have him shoot this in just like a hallway, like crouched down behind a wall or something to make it look like he was just in his house?
Well, he said, I'm at work and they won't let me in.
Yes, I'm at work and they won't let me. Thank you. I forgot that. Okay. Segment. Cole, welcome to the show. Well, he goes, welcome to what someone on the show is calling the ultimate obstacle course.
Oh
my God.
What about the Street Profits?
Nope.
So Sonya is talking to Dolph.
Okay.
You dig this. So Sonya's sitting there talking to Dolph, and the Street Profits walk up, and they have a big basket of fruit.
Oh my God! Nope. I forgot.
And they have it. So
that did happen. Street Profits and Sonya. I wrote down. I've seen this porno.
So,
Prophet got sidebarred. That's what happened.
Prophet's like, "Hey, where's our rematch?" And Sonya, who I thought she was supposed to be a heel, is like,
"No, she hasn't been anything. She's just
like,
back.
You're broke. How about this? How about we give other tag teams a chance? Novel idea.
Yeah.
You go ahead and heal yourself, boo.
And then we'll come back to it. She's like, but we we cool, right? And the Street Profits are like, yeah!
And they're like, why don't you just do the funny shit in the back that everyone loves? Smile and dance.
Yeah.
Do that shit. You're not wrestling.
I don't know if that was meant to be as offensive as how you just made it play out.
That's how I took it.
Okay.
Now obstacle course.
Now, yes. I died laughing at Cole's joke just because he said this is what someone's calling it. Bailey kicks Cole off the show. She name drops Ninja Warrior. I wrote down that Bailey is the only one who has made relevant references on this show for 2 weeks in a row now.
I don't know. Sammy was like, I was cheated, changed my mind, was one of his signs.
I wrote down, why didn't they have Casey Catanzaro here for this? So that way she could be some kind of step in for it. And then I wrote, nope, they picked Chad Gable. Bianca's face after Bailey completes the race. So the idea is Bailey runs down and Bailey sucks. And Bailey can't do anything. And she has to cheat her way out of it. And
she's like...
She clears it in it was 1 minute and 12 seconds is how long it took her to complete the course. And they cut to Bianca, and Bianca's like, okay? She's like, I don't know what I just watched. And then Bianca proceeds to do the fucking obstacle course faster than Bailey.
Well, they made it harder for her.
And they made it harder for her because they said, let's EST this course up a little bit. And then Bianca fucking fireman carries Otis.
Holy crap.
She was unstable for a second. She picked up Otis. Now, Otis did climb up the ring steps to help get the bridge across.
Which was fine.
But she fireman carried and walked him the 5 or 10 feet or whatever it was from pillar to post.
Wow. It was crazy.
And set him down.
And didn't look like, oh, my back. She just like, okay.
And then Bailey fucking destroys her at the end. And then the female ref looks like she wanted to cry. Backstage, Ray and Dominic. Ray, watch out for this. Watch out for the left.
I got this, Daddy. Let me do my thing.
I wrote down, basically, Dom is fucked. And then Dom says, I got this. I trusted my abilities. So I then wrote down, Dom is super fucked. And Ray says... Okay, but if this doesn't work, we're going to try it my way. Corbin got exactly 25% of his entrance. Dominic got 100% of his entrance. I don't know why. Corbin versus Dom, really hammering in that Golden Gloves boxing thing for Baron Corbin as well.
Did you like his outfit any better?
No, it's still the King Corbin shit. Not a fan.
And he's got no more. His nights are gone.
Because I actually said, I was like, make him a bruiser and dump this stupid night gimmick. Why are his
nights are gone?
Why are his nights gone?
I don't know. They're gone.
If you're watching the show, WWE, thank you. Get rid of the shit. Make him better.
I'm not sure that right hand actually hit, but end of days, Corbin pins.
I will say this. As he was doing his stuff, the wife comes in and goes, is that Rey Mysterio? And I go, no, that's his son, Dominic. And she goes, oh, okay. And then I wrote down, well, I guess that's working. Yeah. If that's their plan, it's working because even my wife couldn't tell that. Because she just saw him doing the same moves and was like, who is that?
No, Leah, no.
Winter Corbin squash match, 2 stars. And then now I guess we're going to do it the Ray way. I am assuming this is Buddy Murphy. Or this is going to be Damian Priest's buddy gimmick that they're going to bring him in with. Match 6, Adam Pearce versus Paul Heyman. Paul has his wrist tape wrapped as he starts coming down and is taping up his other hand. And then he goes to walk up the steps, trips and falls, and says, card subject to change.
Ooh, I called it!
Roman comes out and proceeds to fuck up Adam, and then goes to take him down to the side of the Thunderdome, pick him up on his shoulders, throws him up, and he's going to throw him off like he did to KO.
Oh, where's KO?
And then, all of a sudden, KO comes out and proceeds to fuck up Roman. We go off the air. This was okay, except for this. I felt this should have been this week's upcoming show as opposed to last week, because is Roman now going to get one up on KO?
I don't know. All I know is there was 2 good matches, and one could have been amazing.
Raw, Monday, January 25th, 2021.